It's time for a mail call. Just 2 boxes. But a book that I've been hankering for lately and a book that I've wanted for a while. Near the top of my list for books to acquire this year. And it's a Grail. I think I got a really good deal on it. Let's take a look up next on this episode from Bronzeville Comics. Hey there everyone, this is Jim from Bronzeville Comics, coming to you with another video. Before we get started, I'm going to ask you if you could like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Also follow us on Instagram at Bronzeville_comics and on whatnot, Bronzeville_comics. We do sales every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, I'll put a link to my eBay store in the description below. All that stuff. Now, I haven't been buying an awful lot on eBay lately because I bought a couple of big collections and I've been trying to sell to recoup the money from those collections. So I'd sold a lot of books and decided, and I actually saw a couple of deals. I wasn't necessarily actively pursuing these books, but I had them as saved searches on eBay. One came up right away, and the other one was an auction that ended that I was watching. So just 2 books in this mail call. And the first one is a book. It's a variant cover. And I'm trying to collect. There's a series of variants that were all done in the same month. And it turns out that the book that this is a variant cover of is a key book. Now, and I'm wearing this shirt. Has a little bit of something to do with it. Okay, so this was a buy it now, and I got a little bit nervous because this arrived through Media Mail, but it seems I sent a note once I had bought it to the seller. I actually had seen this particular book on Whatnot, and I was like, ooh, I want that. I got that Whatnot FOMO, but I tapped out like at $125, and it went from, I don't know, like $145, $160, something like that. So the seller said they had bought this from Midtown Comics and had never taken it out of the bag. So it's in cardboard here, and I'm going to show you what it is. Actually, let me take the tape off. It still has Midtown and graded it at near mint. This is a book I might potentially, because it is a variant, so the only thing different between this and the regular book is the cover. So, you know, displaying that cover would be pretty cool. Actually, I was having this kind of crazy thought in my head of displaying all the variant covers of this series. Get them all in a 9.8. But that's kind of, you know, the crazy collector in me. So the book, it does look sharp. I have to take a much closer look to see if it is a 9.8 candidate, is Justice League number 31. This is during the New 52, and this is the first appearance of Jessica Cruz in costume. She had a couple of cameos before that, but this is really her first appearance. She's called Power Ring in this, and then she becomes a Green Lantern. And this is the Mike Allred variant cover. It's a 1 in 25, and he did, I think, every DC, at least all the DC superhero titles for the month. He did these Batman 66 homages, hence the shirt. So I find these all really cool. So I said, oh, I want to collect those. So the only one I've gotten so far is the Action Comics, which is like Superman's pulling the door off a safe vault, and Catwoman, Penguin, Riddler, and Joker, I think, are inside kind of trying to rob the bank. So this, you see, classic Adam West style Batman. I guess this is supposed to be Starro. And Starro would only have 5 tentacles. I don't know what that is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe it is Starro. Kind of a little bit of an homage to Justice League number 1. It doesn't have a Green Lantern, interestingly, or Jean Jones. But I just really like these Mike Allred covers. I got this all in, tax and shipping, for $55. I thought that was a really great deal. Again, I've been trying to... This is the most difficult one. The other ones, you know, have some value because they're variants, but this is the most difficult because it does have that first Jessica Cruz appearance. I've been speculating on Jessica Cruz. Of course, we all know what's going on in DC. At the moment I'm recording this, no idea what they're going to do with that potential Green Lantern Corps TV series. But it seems like they've been leaning into Jessica Cruz over the past few years. Her popularity kind of took off when they did one of their animated movies, Justice League versus the Fatal Five or something like that, where she was featured in it. And then she's also been a member of... a core member of the second incarnation of DC Superhero Girls, the shorts on Cartoon Network. And she was also featured in League of Super Pets as the Green Lantern in that one. The regular Justice League members don't have big roles, but she was in that. So this is a Grail. This is a book that I've been looking for well over a year. And I had put it probably right at the top of my want list for 2022. And it was an auction on eBay, and I thought the condition was pretty solid. Looked like a good mid-grade. It's an older book, Silver Age book. And surprise, surprise, it's a DC book. I had it on my list for a while, and never been able to find the right condition for a price that I thought was good, because I like deals, you know. I'll wait. I'll be patient. And I think I was with this. I'm hoping that the condition is kind of what I would expect it to be. So let me take the book out. It's got some nice bubble wrap. Well protected. Just sometimes when you have packaging tape on the comic, you want to make sure that the comic, you know, doesn't bend as you're pulling the tape, even in the bag and board. And I'm always careful with that. That's why when I ship, I use painter's tape, because that's easier to pull off. That Justice League 31. By the way, the all-red covers, because of the way that DC rebooted everything starting at the same time with the New 52, all of those books are issue 31s. I think every variant cover that he did are all issue 31s, because it's 31 months into the New 52. So, this one, be patient. This is a book I have been really wanting. Kind of a little bit of speculation involved, because I think this is a character, regardless of what direction DC with Warner goes in, is going to be a character they're going to use. And the book is Hawkman #4. The first appearance of Zatanna. Let me take a look at this. I'm going to take it out of the bag in a minute. There is a little bit of soiling at the top across the trade dress. And there's this crease down here. But look at the spine. The spine on that looks pretty solid. Let me do a page count. So I'm going to be very ginger with this book. I think this is from 65. It's older than I am. It's a pretty nice gloss still to the cover. Yeah, that's cover. There's a little bit of give at the cover, but I'll show you. Got to be careful with this. It doesn't have Zatanna on the cover in her first appearance, but it does have a great splash page by Murphy Anderson with Zatanna in it. So let's count the pages and check the centerfold. 1, there should be 8 pages to the centerfold and 8 pages from centerfold to back cover. 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit of a page tear there, no big deal. This grade 6, 7, 8. Centerfold, very solid centerfold, nice. And then 8 pages to the back, not including the cover. So those 8 pages that you're counting, and that's true for most books from Silver Age on, and I just lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have not looked at the back cover yet. Solid. Nice. A little bit of soiling down at the bottom, but that's not a big deal. I probably, I don't know if that's foxing or what, but yes, this is a solid mid-grade, right? I'm thinking, I'm thinking a 5. That's kind of how I graded it. And I bought it, including shipping and tax and everything else, $743.02. And if we look up a Hawkman 4 in a 5.0, a 5.0 has a fair market value of $1,013. Now you start to get to what I paid for it if it's a 4.5 or a 4. There aren't a lot of sales. I want to see when that 5.0 sale is from, the most recent 5.0. So I think I got it at a pretty good deal. If I could clean up the trade dress there at all. The most recent sale was in March for $1,020. A 5.5 sold in July for $1,080, and a 4.5 in June for $740. So, not quite the double up I would kind of be looking for, but still, all in all, I think a pretty good deal. And if I could, if this you can get this up to a 6, because look at that spine. Oh, that spine is so nice. There's very little wear, and especially for presentation, I'll take that compared to what you see in a lot of books in mid-grade of this, which is a lot of wear on the cover, a lot of wear on the spine. I am really happy to have this book in my collection. And I don't know if I don't think I'm going to try to move this. I think I'm going to keep this. I'll get it graded. I don't know if they've ever done a reprint of this book. I really don't. Because I would be interested in, if I'm going to get it graded, I like to get a reprint as well to kind of keep to read. Now, as I often do with keys that I get, one of the things, I'll just point out something about this cover. One of the things that's kind of bizarre about this cover, and let me... If I'm correct, were his boots? I guess they were. No. I'm not sure if this was because once when I was looking at a copy on eBay, I kind of paused for a minute. If you look at his boots, you see those lines going down the middle of his boots, right there. In the middle, it's usually colored yellow, and this is not. I had looked at a picture of when I was looking at other copies. It was almost like, is that color touched in? But it's not. That's just the way that all of them are colored. I had to look at other examples. So check another one off my list for 2022. Hawkman number 4, first appearance of Zatanna. I'm really excited. Really happy to have this in the collection. It's a good looking copy. So I'm really happy about that. I'm going to just put this here for safe-ish keeping. So, why Zatanna? What is the kind of speculative significance of her? She's a popular character. Her covers are popular because, with Adam Hughes drawing them or something, they draw her as an incredibly attractive woman, and a lot of people like those covers. She is a member of the Justice League oft times, and she's also a member of the Justice League Dark. I would be surprised if they did not have her as a character, if they can properly reset, reboot, do whatever they need to the DC universe in the movies. I think she has to be a character that's going to be there pretty quickly. She has a great set of powers, magic. She's quite powerful in that regard. She's involved in a lot of storylines that are interesting. And interestingly, she's the daughter of Zatanna, whose first appearance is a book that is impossible to get because he was a backup feature in Action Comics #1. And he was in Action Comics for many, many issues. After that, he was kind of a little bit of a Mandrake the Magician inspired character. Fred Gardner, who created Zatanna for other publishers, also created magicians whose powers were invoked by speaking backwards, which is a trait that Zatanna inherited. And I've been picking up some Zatanna keys lately. If you watch the recent unboxing, I had DC Superstars 11. That's a really great book to have. Flash, I think it's 191, is her first solo story. So basically she appeared, I think, in 4 comics, because she appeared with Green Lantern, Hawkman, Green Lantern, Atom, and Elongated Man, and then she was in Justice League 55, where she was trying to find her father. And she does come into the team eventually, I think in 161, but by then she's out of her fishnets and top hat magician's costume and wearing a more superhero costume with a cape and everything, and that lasted for a little while. That lasted through the 80s pretty much. But one of the interesting things, if you look at her background, I believe she's Romani, which is something they could also do interesting storylines with in a movie or a TV show. So Jessica Cruz, Zatanna, 2 first appearances, 2 books I think I got good deals on. As I said, I've been selling more, so I had some money set aside to buy some comic books, and those were the 2 I grabbed. I found some good deals. So let me know what you think about those books, and check out a couple of my other recent videos. And this is Jim saying until next time, enjoy your comics.